What's going on, everybody? I'm SquidGrow Joe here with DeFi Shaun, and we have another Infinaeon Friday. Guys, do try to make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and comment down below if you're watching this afterwards. If you have any questions, make sure to hold them to the end of the live stream, which will be answering all your questions, guys. We want to answer as many questions as possible today because today is the calm before the storm. And we'll be talking about more about that throughout the live stream, guys. So hopefully you guys are here and excited and pumped because this is going to be one wild week.
Yep, this is definitely the calm before the storm. We're just this close to that launch of Lunar Pump, roughly about 5 days. We actually pretty much finished it up, or Mark did last night, and then we're supposed to be doing the last little bit of testing. So besides seeing some unforeseen huge potential problem, which I highly doubt there would be, we are well within the time frame to go ahead and get this thing launched on the 26th and really kick off that Infinaeon platform that everyone's been waiting for. And I say Infinaeon because Lunar Pump is such a big part of Infinaeon that this launch of that platform is just going to kind of really get us going with Infinaeon and really hopefully help bring us to the masses. But coming in with some updates. First off, let me start by saying, as far as the next airdrop goes, Mark is finishing up, like I said, just said on Lunar Pump. As soon as he gets that wrapped up, we'll go ahead and transition, get that airdrop taken care of so that people that want to stake can go ahead and stake and get that done. So first thing we are going to talk about is staking. We have, let's let the little counter go. We have 43.3 million tokens staked. So definitely a hefty amount, 420 million total supply. I think only half of that is actually out in the in circulating supply. So that's a lot of token stake when you consider there's not that many tokens out there. So shout out to the community, especially for getting behind us, trusting us, giving this ecosystem the opportunity to grow. So really awesome that everyone's getting behind us with that. Then also 115 holders are staked. I know there are about 2,000 holders, and every single day we're having people pouring in, basically just now realizing they're getting their airdrops. So I'm expecting to see this number slowly and continually increase. I know our boy CP dropped in yesterday. Don't know if he staked or not. I mean, I wouldn't say it even if I did know. I'm not in the business of talking about other people's business, but he made it public in the chat. So we'll see what happens with him. He could have staked, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, but to my knowledge, he's the biggest holder, which is why I'm saying that. Now, staking is going to roll us into, of course, Lunar Pump. What else? Because that's going to be what we're here for next week. And me and Joe, I think we're going to try to go live on the 26th, hang out, have some fun, maybe see some really cool tokens launch. But as far as Lunar Pump goes, remember, day one, we have Infinaeon, we have Base, we have BNB. And don't forget, you are now a developer. You want to launch a token, go for it. You can do it on Infinaeon, you can do it on Base, you can do it on BNB. And any big-time community members that have maybe been around from the beginning, by all means, do not feel pressured to have to launch on Infinaeon. You have a token idea, you feel like Base is the right chain for you, awesome, go for it. That's what it's there for. Same thing for BNB, which is going to lead to the introduction of course, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Maddox, AVAX, and we're going to continue adding on. Also, can't go into all the details yet, but we are already well underway on it. But we are going to be introducing the first part of V2, hopefully very shortly after the 26th. This is going to be in addition to our platform that's going to set us apart from other platforms. Without giving away how it's done or what we're doing, it's going to be a way for you to genuinely launch a fair project for the community members to actually get in early. For once, especially comparing to Pump Fun, the developers and the snipers won't have all the fun. They won't get all the tokens initially. Again, we're going to be able to give people the opportunity for the actual holders and investors to get in without having to worry about the devs and the snipers taking all the supply. How we're doing it, that's a secret. We don't want anyone taking our idea, but as soon as we go live with it, it's going to be something we're pumping everywhere. And again, I think everyone listening to this and everyone that finds about it, that will be the place to launch on Lunar Pump. If you want to have a fair launch, you want your community to actually get in, people that don't actually hold the floor, this will no doubt be the launch pad for you. That's also going to lead us into more updates with V2. We're going to have a leaderboard. On that leaderboard, the wallets that have the most volume, it'll probably be like the top 100 wallets at the top. They're going to have the opportunity to win native tokens. And when I say that, I mean the Infinaeon ETH, BNB, and Base, and they'll also have an opportunity to win tokens. Get into more details when that feature becomes more available. Can't give away too many things yet about what I mean when I say tokens, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you're a developer, you want to launch for the first 30 days a minimum. We'll kind of see how it goes. If you launch a project, you bring your community and it bonds, that 20% bonding fee that's charged, which for the record, Pump Fund charges 30%. We're charging 20. So when that is done, roughly, depending on the amount of ETH, roughly around $2,500. If it bonds, half of that, so roughly $1,200, depends on the price of ETH, will automatically get sent back to the deployer wallet. So if you have a token, you launch it, it bonds, you get half of that fee. So roughly $1,200 for having a bonded token. So again, so many different things were introduced on this platform to make it benefit both the developers and both the users. And like I always say, like everything else we do, all the revenue that we're generating is pumping back into that ecosystem. And again, we just want this whole ecosystem to just continue pumping itself from the blockchain to the DEX to Lunar Pump and to everything beyond, whether it be launch pads or NFT marketplaces, whatever it may be. And then, of course, Matt kind of jumped ahead of this episode, kind of started teasing people, but we have our next utility that is going to be right around the corner. That's going to make it so much easier. The days of getting in the chat, wondering how to get onto the Infinaeon network, how do I get over to MetaMask to go ahead and get operating on the Infinaeon network. But go ahead and show you guys that right now, Joe, if you want to go ahead and hit it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the wallet. And again, that's not AI generated or anything like that. Everything that you just saw in that video, as you can tell, Shaun's wallet, it was generated on my phone via screenshots or via recording. So that is the actual wallet. We're in full-blown testing mode to go ahead and get that live to make it very simple to give people access that want to get in to the Infinaeon network, but don't want to have to, necessarily go from Trust Wallet to MetaMask and different things like that. But hopefully at this point, everyone realizes, again, Infinaeon is the real deal. We're here to stay. Token isn't even launching until April 22nd. We have a live blockchain. We have a live DEX. Lunar Pump, one of the most impressive, and again, of course, I'm a little biased, but one of the most impressive token launches to hit the market. It's coming up in just 5 days. We have our wallet coming out. Then we're going to be transitioning onto the NFT marketplace. So I hope by now, hopefully the masses are realizing we aren't playing around. We're doing everything we say we're doing. Everything's going live, and this will be one of the top ecosystems if we have anything to do with it as we move forward. But yeah, guys, that's the breakdown and the update for everything we have today. Obviously, next week's going to be a very huge Lunar Pump centric show. Probably will go live on Wednesday when we launch. We'll be back Friday. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. I know I only have about 20 more minutes. So anyone that has any questions, go ahead and hop into it. Joe, if you have any words you want to say as well.
Yeah, no, I just want to, I always think about SafeMoon and how SafeMoon said they're going to do something. And it took 3 months for you to be disappointed, another 6 months for it to come out, and then another 6 months of bug testing as it was already out. And with Infinaeon, with everything we're doing is we're saying something, we're saying it, we're showing you what we're doing, and then we're releasing it. And this has been a trend for us for a while to show you guys what could have been done if the right people were in control of the right things. And here with Infinium, with all of us, we are in control of the right things with the right community. And we feel like we're going to be able to expand and grow, not just by people believing in us, but by people utilizing us with Lunar Pump Fund. And of course, that leading into the Infinaeon Wallet. So it's a lot of really cool things we have lined up for you guys. And we're not slowing down. We're not stopping. We're not taking a break and saying we made it. We never make it because the way DeFi works, there's always innovation around the corner. So we really, really, really appreciate that. Because please don't mention Staking again. Hey, it's always on my mind because I always think about what could have been, and we're here showing you what will be. You know, that's what you have to understand. You have to use that what happened to push you to what is. I mean, if it wasn't for them messing up, we wouldn't be here right now. But we're here. I mean, we're launching Lunar Pump Fund, something nobody's doing. Nobody said, man, you know, Pump Fund's really cool. Good thing it's only on Solana. We're saying, hey, it's really cool, but we're going to do it for everybody via EVM networks. So we're going to make it so everyone can get involved. Everyone can come to the party. You don't have to switch over or bridge over. We're making it for those on EVM to get involved, to launch tokens, because the biggest problem last green market was people wanting to be launching tokens, and they couldn't do it because it was really hard, and nobody has time to learn. Well, with this, you now are your own CEO. You can be your own leader by hopping on Lunar Pump Fund, by launching any kind of token you want, and hitting that bonding curve. You can do it. So once again, Shaun, myself, you know, Matt, Mark, Mike, we're all really excited about this because this is the next evolution of what we feel like DeFi is meant to be. You being the leader, you now launching a token, and of course, you creating a community. And we're just really proud to be a part of that. Whether you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Let us know your questions because we want to answer as many questions as possible. I know people are really excited about what you just saw with the Infinaeon Wallet, making everything easier, simplistic, and of course, upgrading what you already are using. It's always about upgrading and innovating and making things better. So we're really excited about that. But once again, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We're looking to wrap the live stream up soon, so we want to get as many of your questions out there as possible. You know, this has been weeks and weeks of just nonstop work with the team, weeks and weeks of making sure everything comes out right. Everything comes out in a way that we feel like we can launch you guys. And, you know, unlike other crypto projects, you know, maybe some might not be named, Picardo. You know, we're looking to do it in a way that everyone's going to be able to get involved. You know, whether you want to get involved as a community member or you want to launch a project, hit a bonding curve, make that money by hitting a bonding curve, by the way, and then hitting the ground running, creating your own community, and being the leader of your own token. That is the simplicity and amazing thing what we're creating here, and it's something that we're really proud of.
Yep, and you know this project is community driven. Every single detail we can give you, we always give you. Like I said, certain things we're holding back on Lunar Pump is strictly because we all know how everything works. People can copycat something, throw together, you know, a piece of crap version of stuff to potentially beat us to certain things that we want to do. So that's the only time we aren't 100% transparent is for those reasons. Other than that, you guys have been on this journey with us from the time we started building the blockchain to today, sharing every single aspect. And it's extremely hard from deadlines and all that stuff. This is such new technology. I always say, like, when someone comes in and says they're like a Web3 expert, in my opinion, Web3 experts don't exist. It's such a new field. Even Mark, there is no such thing as an expert. So we're doing everything we can to always hit deadlines, to always make sure everything's done in a timely manner. Blockchain, we got done in 3 or 4 months. Lunar Pump, I think has officially been building for about 2.5 months. And again, we're right there from getting that live. And just, again, I'm super excited. I'm probably a little bit more enthusiastic this episode than most because, as Joe knows, I am super excited about Lunar Pump. I mean, this is something that's been, again, working for months now, and I cannot wait for this to hit market and for us to really have fun with this because, and again, never getting financial advice, never can make promises, but if Lunar Pump's successful, it just makes, I'll just say it like this, everything we're doing here so much easier to have this be a success. And I might have mentioned it last week. We very much do plan on integrating Solana. It's not as easy as adding ETH and Arbitrum and Matic and AVAX. It's kind of a whole beast of itself because it's not Solidity. Again, if I'm saying that right, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's we do plan on integrating that. I don't want to say anything yet, but there's some other blockchains that are newer, bigger, might give us an opportunity to really make a name for ourselves. As soon as I have updates on some of that stuff, I'll relay it to you guys. And yeah, we're really looking to push Lunar Pump and make it a truly not just EVM multi-chain, but multi-chain launchpad to where you can come on and you can launch on all the places I said, to Solana, and even more that I haven't even mentioned this yet. So again, it's something huge, and yeah, we're gonna definitely see where it goes. And the beauty of it is we are just 5 days away, and yeah, I'll be up in my office, studio, whatever you want to call it, next week, nonstop pushing this. We're talking to multiple different developer groups, all that stuff to get people on the platform and using the platform to really see how cool it is. And like I said, don't forget, you're a developer now. 5 days, you have a token idea. Go ahead and create yourself a Twitter account, maybe throw together a quick website. Don't even have to do that. Get on Lunar Pump, and again, you're a developer now.
I got a question from Gray Heron. He says, I got on late. What are the costs of launching a token on Lunar Pump Fund?
I mean, literally like $5 to $10 in gas. So we went up a tad bit in gas. I know Pump Fund's going to be a little bit cheaper. And the reason why we went up and it's kind of in that $5 to $10 range is to stop the spam launching, to stop people that are doing it. It just people that are spam launching projects will think twice about it when it's a little bit higher, when it's, maybe $8 instead of 50 cents. So that's why. So $5, $10 in gas, you're good to go. Of course, Base, you'll need Base. Binance, you'll need BNB. Infinion, you'll need Infinion ETH. But yeah, about $5 to $10.
And I got a question from Crypto Knight. He says, I'm saying as always, guys, are we having a Lunar Pump launch party on Wednesday?
More than likely, yeah. We'll be right here. We can just make it more of like a relaxed episode, hang out, not necessarily like a presentation like we do every Infinaeon Friday. But yeah, maybe we can just kind of have like a hangout session. Everyone can get in. We can see the different tokens launching on our platform. So you're out there, you're looking to launch a token, it'll be right here live. As you can see, platform will be pulled up the whole time we're talking. And it'll be there for everyone to see streaming on the on this channel, on the Infinaeon channel. So yeah, let's do it. That's top priority, especially that day. So yeah, we'll be here.
Mitch says, when bubble charts for Infinaeon tokens launch on Lunar Pump Fund, top 100, 200, 500 tokens?
Matt will probably have to answer that question, but I believe our Mark II even more in particular. But yeah, I believe so. We will have all that fun stuff. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna be everything you see on Pump Fund or any other top token launcher, and then some. So yeah, we're gonna be integrating everything. But I know Mark was talking about that when we were in the meeting with our designer yesterday about the almost said the name of the new thing we're doing. But when we were talking about that, yep.
And then Infinaeon Jim says, what kind of marketing are you guys planning with Lunar Pump Fund launch?
So it's going to be the day one is a lot of, I guess you can say, behind the scenes marketing. I guess you would want to call it, because we're marketing to developers. So we're utilizing all of our contacts in our network to make everyone known that we're out here, we're getting things done. As far as your upfront marketing with users, deck screener ads and different things like that are definitely going to be a big thing that we're doing. The hot places, whether it be Dex tools, deck screeners, all your top places where users hang out will be our main areas that we're going to be going ahead and focusing on. And remember, day one is just the beginning. This is going to be even bigger than what anyone knows, bigger than everything I'm talking about now. Again, Lunar Pump is something that we're looking to bring to the masses and by extension, Infinion. So just stay tuned till after, I guess you can say, April 22nd, because Infinion native token, that's our next priority list. Obviously, Lunar Pump, we're never stopping, but after Lunar Pump, the native token launches our main focus. And then after that, we're going to kind of start expanding the ideas of what we're doing with Lunar Pump and how we're getting it to the masses. And who knows, in that month's time frame, it may reach the masses on its own organically. But we'll kind of get more details as time goes along, and especially after we get past the native token launch of Infinion.
Gray Aaron says, amazing. And we make a video on advantages and disadvantages on different chains.
For sure. We'll definitely be making videos. There'll be me and multiple, obviously, different YouTubers making videos. I mean, what chain to launch on is a matter of perspective. There's just, it's, obviously Base has super cheap gas. So it's just, there's so many different reasons on why someone wants to launch on whatever blockchain. But yeah, we'll definitely be breaking down on everything that you need to know without telling people what chain to launch on.
Suhail Muhammad says, will all the tokens I have since last year that will automatically transfer, or do we need to do something?
I'm assuming you're talking about your Operation Phoenix tokens, which will, yes, automatically transfer. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. And if you did have Operation Phoenix, and listen, you can, we're still on my screen, right? Yeah. So if you come over to, where is it? Explorer.infinion.com, and you come up right here and you put in your wallet address and you go to your wallet address, you'll be able to see how many tokens you have. So just a little FYI, if you want to know how many tokens you received. And we have a starting price of 0.0244. So you would take the amount of tokens you have times that price.
And we got a question from Zard. He says, will it be linked onto Dex Screener also when a new project launches?
Are you talking about Lunar Pump? Now, so it will. So if you're referring to the chart, yes, when it goes live, it will 100% be on Dex Screener, Dex Tools. So like Pump Fun, you go ahead and you launch it, and yes, it'll be on. Well, at least BNB and Base launches will, not Infinion, obviously, because we're not there yet. But if you're launching on BNB and Base, yes, it will link to Dex Screener and Dex Tools, and basically everywhere where you can see charts for BNB and Base.
I got a question from Mustafa. He says, is there a plan for Lunar Pump Fund to support Cardano chain?
So that's not directly like on the to-do list. So our to-do list, to be clear, is ETH, Arbitrum, Matic, AVAX, because those are super simple to get done. Those are going to get done quick. But what I will say is we want everything. We genuinely want this to be a one-stop shop token launcher. So I don't have a timeline. There haven't been active discussions of Cardano, but on my list of chains I want to be on, it is on my list of chains. 100% Cardano is on that list. So yes, the ultimate goal, Cardano is to be on here for sure.
Absolutely. Once again, guys, we're going to look like the questions are calming down, so we're going to be ending the live stream. We appreciate everybody for coming in today. Once again, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, put that bad boy in all. We're looking to go live roughly around. We don't know exactly the time yet. We'll mention it definitely in the Telegram, as well as Discord and whatnot when we go live. But the 26th, it's going to be a really exciting day. And I know myself and Sean are really pumped about this. So it's going to be huge. So definitely keep an eye out on the 26th. Make some time, make some room. It's going to be history in the making. I mean,
hey,
that's literally what it's going to be.
Real quick before you shut it down, when we go out, because there's been a lot of people that are just getting here on the outro, let's go ahead and play the wallet video again, because I think a lot of people missed it on the outro.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, guys, so we did introduce our wallet. It's in full beta testing mode, and I saw a lot of people get here after we played the video, so we'll play it on the outro so you can actually see the screenshots and the screen recordings of me playing around on the app, testing it. We're already giving feedback. They're already fixing it. Then we'll move into Android. Will be easy, always is. A lot of people know Apple's a pain in the butt. They're already giving me a pain. So yeah. And one more thing too, Joe, I want to mention. If you are not on app.lunarpump.fun, highly recommend you hop on over there. This is going to be the community gathering place for all things Lunar Pump. You launch a token on Lunar Pump, you need to be on Lunar Pump. You can come on here, share your token. The community will be hanging out. We created a whole social media site for the entire community to hang out. It is very close to being on Android. Again, Apple being Apple, giving me a little bit of problems. The issue that we had, I actually got solved yesterday. So you see it here online. Android will be right behind it, and Apple will be right behind that, so that everyone can hang out, talk Lunar Pump. It's going to be a big part of the platform that we're pushing because, again, it's really cool. As you come, it's X-centric, so really cool. We have our whale group for Infinaeon. Very cool stuff.
Absolutely, guys. Definitely make sure to head on over there and definitely check it out. I'm SquidGrow Joe. DeFi Shaun. We'll see you guys on the moon.